Chief Justice Jean Toll denying a new trial, but giving us a lot of information. I'm going to bring in colleague Fred to this conversation. So glad you are here at this very moment to explain all this to us, because I think one of the biggest lines that Chief Justice Toll said was that Ms. Hill was attracted by the siren call of celebrity.
It sounded like for a second there that she was going to grant a new trial.
I mean, we were all on the edge of our seat. Everyone, I mean, if you're watching this, it's kind of like a ping pong match. You're like, okay, she's going that way. She laid out the standard, which wasn't improper content made. And she believed that, yes, there was improper comment made and that Becky Hill had ulterior motives. And so we're like, okay, check one. The second prong is there. Did it influence the jurors? And that's the portion where I didn't see it going that way. I listened to the questions that they had today for the juror that said, listen, I heard the comments. I thought I was pressured. I felt that I was pressured. They were so close to saying I was influenced.
Yes.
Like right there. And the judge even hammered home when they were asking the questions. Did you feel pressured or did you feel influenced? Or did it influence your decision? That back and forth question is what decided this right there, right in that moment of her question.
But Khalif, one of the big things that happened today is we found out that there were jurors who are watching testimony today back on court TV. So now you're watching testimony before you get on the stand.
Well, what we can say is this was a cluster. This whole county has been a cluster throughout this entire process. The only reason that we're having a new hearing to decide if he can have a new trial was because there was misconduct. And I've been in that situation. I clerked for a judge for 2 years in Michigan. In the process for bringing a jury in and ensuring that they are secluded and ensuring that no one can touch them, ensuring that their cell phones are not on them, ensuring that they get them back at the end of the day. That whole process is very serious. I took pride in making sure any staff that assisted me with walking them in the courtroom understood that we don't want to mess this up. This process is extremely important. We're the very beginning of the trial. If I say something to them or bump them, I wouldn't even look at them. I would look the other way because I didn't want to have any interaction with the jurors at all during that process. Let them go in the courtroom, allow them to be sworn in, and let them do their duty. It seemed like misconduct throughout this entire process. And so if I was a hedging person, I was hedging on new trial, because even listening to the testimony, it seemed like there was enough.
Well, and it was interesting because the judge, she seemed to disagree with both the juror who said that they were influenced and the clerk of court who said that she was credible and that she didn't influence the jury. She disagreed with both of those.
With both of them. And then what I can say is the part that really confused me is she said she weighed in that portion of her thought process was the amount of strain that it would put on the state of South Carolina for having another trial. And I don't even know if that's the standard. Like, it doesn't matter if the standard, the two prongs are met. Even if it costs the state of South Carolina $1 million to do a whole nother trial, you have to have another trial. And so I don't know if that portion should be added to her order, because she said it was, but in her thought process, and it was. So if I'm his attorneys, if there is a route to appeal, I'm looking to appeal just because of that, because she added an additional layer of a standard that's not there.
A major blow in the case for Alex Murdaugh. He is not going to be getting a new trial at this point so far in the process. Colleague Rhodes, thank you so much for your insight. We'll be